Okay, folks, right. Got a question for you. It's leading to something, don't worry about that. Would you let other folk know what you're earning? Would you let them know what your job pays you? I bet you wouldn't. Most of us wouldn't, and I get that. If people ask you, would you tell them? Would you make something up? Would you think they're being cheeky asking? I'm sure you think they'd be cheeky. Whether you tell them or make things up, maybe. You may just say it's none of your business, I don't know. Would you ask anybody else? I'm not so sure you would. Most people wouldn't ask another what you're making, although some people sometimes do. And it can never lead to good, really, because if you're doing much better than somebody else, then it can bring in a bit of jealousy. And if you're not doing as well, you feel that they might look down at you or laugh at you somewhat. I asked that because I seen a video yesterday, day before yesterday now, when it's a subject I've covered before. It was on here on YouTube. And when I say about me being extremely honest and the channel always being honest and open, I made a decision, probably about 6 or 8 weeks ago now. Should anybody ever ask what I'm earning on the channel, I'll tell them. I will tell them. And I'll explain why. But before I go any further, let me just say this. If you wanted to know what work I did and what I earned, I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't make it up. I wouldn't lie to you. I'd say it's none of your business. I wouldn't ask you what you're earning. Because in our working lives, I think that is our business. I've worked in environments in the past where I've been good at what I've done. I'm not trying to blow any trumpets, but I have. And I've earned often more than most all, if not all of my fellow workers. And I've not wanted them to know because what I earn is what I earn, because what I earn is my business. But also I've known because I'm earning more than the rest, it could upset them and it could cause grief within the company. What it could also do is it could result in my wages being knocked down to what others are because of people complaining. So I've never told anybody, and I've never wanted to know anybody else's wages. As I say, that's their business. But as I say, I seen something a couple of days ago on YouTube, and it follows something I covered about 2-3 months ago. I seen a video 2-3 months ago by a guy called Bald Foodie Guy, who was asked by many of his followers what he was earning. And I think when you're on YouTube and you get reasonably big, much bigger than me, or you get reasonably big, you have folks wanting to know, and the bigger you get, the more people ask, I think. And it gets to a stage in the end where you're getting asked that much, it really upsets you from what I can gather. Or somebody else does a video about you, telling folk what you earn, and often it's way off the mark. It's often far exceeding what you actually earn. But these YouTubers doing well, that have got loads of subscribers, I think they earn pretty good money. Some of them absolutely great money. I don't know, because you go on YouTube and you say, well, if I was doing this and this, what would I earn? And they give you roundabout fees, but they're only roundabout. You never actually know what people earn because nobody ever tells you. I've seen the Bald Foodie Guy do it. I've seen the chap called the Master do it in the past, and he said people are asking, well, that's my business. You tell me what you're earning, whatever. And I get where he's coming from. He didn't want to say and won't say. Bald Foodie Guy didn't want to say and won't say. The video I seen a couple of days ago was by a fella called Gary Eats. Now, let me tell you about the three of them. The Master, I follow, I wouldn't say religiously, but I watch a good few of his videos. I know him. I not know him to talk to. I like him. I like a lot of what he does. He does a lot about electric cars. Doesn't interest me one iota. I've never watched one. I never will. I've not got an electric car. Don't want an electric car. Not bothered about electric cars. And even if I had an electric car, I don't think it would interest me. A lot of what he does is reviewing things like fish and chips. Doesn't interest me a lot. The chips part, yes, but I don't like fish, so I'm struggling, therefore I've started. But I just like him and his style of presentation. And also he said something nice about me a few months ago, which he didn't need to say, and it gave me about 13 new subscribers. Some of them may still be here, you may not be. I don't know, folks. But I like him, whether or not. Bald Foodie Guy, I've seen a few of his videos. I like him. Seems a nice, genuine fella. Had a bit of hard luck recently. Had a bad fall and whatever else, and he's going through things at the moment. But he's doing well from it because he's cutting out booze, which he wanted to do. And in a roundabout way, it's a double-edged sword. He's earning money from it. He's doing videos about it, and they're going down very well, and it's money he wouldn't have had. But I'm not calling him. Good luck to him. He's got a YouTube channel. He's got a full content, and that is part of his content, and it's working. Gary Eats, I know less. I've seen probably 2 or 3 of his videos. He seems a lovely fella. His presentation's really slick, really on the ball, really good. He just seems a nice guy, the kind of guy that you'd have a pint with, no problem at all, and get on with him for an hour. But I don't tend to watch his videos or much of Baldy Eats. I watch a bit more of Baldy Eats because I eat junk food and he reviews junk food. But I don't have much time to watch certain videos anymore because we're doing this YouTube channel. takes up too much of my time. And my problem is the old Danny Mallin from Rate My Takeaway. I love Danny, I just love him as a person, I love him. So all my foodie needs are covered by him. And I'm that busy now on YouTube myself and what we like and we work. Even with Danny, I often don't watch the full videos now. What I'll do, I like the old start. Now then, how you doing? And today me and cameraman are off to. I listen to that bit. I'll normally forward through it as he's pulling up in his van. When he goes in the takeaway to order, I'll watch that bit. And then I'll normally forward to when he's eating the food and I'll hear his review. So I'm only hearing 3 bits of his videos, but they're still taking me 10 minutes. But I love the guy. I love him because he's just one of the people. He's had a bit of adversity and got a YouTube channel from it, and he's doing very well from what I can see. He just seems a lovely fella. I absolutely adore the way he is with the public that come and see him whilst he's doing what he does. And that's for all sexes, ages, races. He's great with everybody. And if it's an act, and I don't think it is, he's a brilliant, brilliant actor. If it isn't an act, and I'm sure it's not, he's just a wonderful human being, got time for everybody. I like him for that. So he's the guy I tend to watch. But as I say, Gary Each did something the other day, and he said, I've been asked the question, it's got worse and worse and worse now. People on a regular basis are asking what I earn. They're constantly asking. He said, somebody's put a video on YouTube saying I'm earning $15,000 a month. He said, well, I'll tell you what, I wish I was, but I'm not. But that said, he said, I'm not going to tell anyone what I'm earning. That is my business, but I'm doing all right from YouTube. He said, and I'm pleased that I am, and blah, 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 blah. And the money's coming handy. I think he said he's looking after a sick mother and whatever else. He couldn't work full time, so he's gone to this, and it's worked for him, and it's great. And he's loads of people on the comment section they get us on with, really likes the people, likes the interaction, and it's been great for him. He said, but I'm going to read every comment about this video. He said, I answer every single comment of every video I do. I don't know how he does that because he gets loads of comments, I would imagine. But if he's true to his word, he probably is. He said, on this video today about how much I earn, I'm not going to answer the comments because I know what some of them will be, but I'm going to look at every single video, every single comment, and whether they're positive or negative, I'm going to give a thumbs up. Well, I'm thinking, well, I think there's way of to auto-generate, or you can do that, thumbs up, without even reading any of them. So he could be a bit disingenuous there. He might not read them all, but he might do. But I thought, why don't you book the trend, Gary? Why don't you tell folks what you earn? And people would say, well, wait a minute, why would I do that? Do you tell folks what you earn? Well, as I've already said, in my working life, no, I don't. This is a secondary job. It is a job. I class it as a job. I love it. It's a great job because I love it. But at the end of the day, it's a job, but it's a different kind of job. It's a job where the people that subscribe to you and watch your channel are part of you. They're all a part of it. You're all in it together. And I've said before when I did the Bald Foodie Guy one, I think many people want to know what folk earn for varying reasons. Some of them want to know what they earn so they can say, my God, you're earning that kind of money and all you're doing is eating food or reviewing food. I'm only earning this and you're earning that. So some want to know from a point of jealousy. But that's only a small percentage. I think the bigger percentage, it's not that way at all. I think the bigger percentage, I think he comes across as a lovely guy. I would imagine virtually all of his followers love him. Like I bet they do with the Bald Foodie Guy. Like I know they do with the Matt Master. And I think many want to know that they're doing well and want to know that they're contributing to helping them to do well, the presenter of the channels. And I don't think there's a great lot of jealousy there, or there would be a great lot. I really don't. But also, you'll have some asking because they'll think, I wonder if I could do a YouTube channel. I wonder if I could earn. What could I earn? How could I do it? And I think that's a lot of people. But even me, I mean, I've got my little old channel there, which is little old compared to all of theirs. And I think, from my point of view, I've set this channel up to earn money, folks. I've never told anybody any different. I've always said that. But I've also set it, when I set it up, I had more time on my hands than I've got now, but I had time on my hands. It was something I thought I could do. I've seen lots of other people's channels. I've covered it already. I've seen certain ones and I thought, well, I can do that. And I thought, well, I can do that better than him and better than him, but my opinion anyway. Yeah, it's a different channel. I don't have the graphics, the music, all the thumbnails. I don't have that. But I thought I can offer something in a different way and find a niche. And I think I've got a niche. And it works for me and I like it and I'm pleased with it. But I thought to myself, I can do that. And I'm thinking, well, the thing is, I want something to do when I retire and I want a regular wage and I'm building this channel up to that. And I believe I'll get there. And I believe I'll earn good money. I might not earn out with this world money, but I might even earn that within 5 years. I might earn life-changing money within 5 years. Not life-changing, but brilliant money. And if I do, I'll tell everybody that asks. And I'll tell everybody that asks because everybody's part of it. And if anybody doesn't like me because I'm earning good money, well, they can name call me. We've covered it earlier. The name call will be left in the comments. I won't rub them out. Or they can unsubscribe. But I don't think most people are for that. I think they just want to know how well you do from YouTube. And I think when all these people are part of the community that follows you, I think you have a right to tell people, and I could be wrong there. I know none of them will. None of them will break cover. I don't think we'll hear from the Matt Master or Ball Foodie guy or Gary East to what they're earning. But I think somebody somewhere should tell, because I think it'll help a lot of YouTubers like myself that are smaller to what we can attain to. I think it'll help a lot of folk that have never started a YouTube channel but have thought of it, what riches they are there to be earned, although it's very, very hard work. And I think there'll be lots of people that watch channels that haven't even thought of doing a YouTube channel, and what people can earn might just make them think, wait a minute, I might have a go at that. And you never know, from that we might get 1 or 2 channels that are absolutely brilliant and different than anything else, their own little niche, and it's just coming on the back of somebody that they follow telling them what can be earned. And I don't know, I thought to myself, it'd be so refreshing if one of these YouTubers that's got a decent following said, well, actually, this is what I earn per month, this is what I earn. Now, with myself, I've told folk, I mean, for the first 8-9 months, I never earned a penny. Not a single penny. You've got to get 1,000 subscribers and you've got to get 4,000 watch hours. I started from a place of absolutely nothing. But where many folk have others pushing them, other channels pushing them, or people that they know, I had none of that. I didn't tell family, friends, relations that I set up. I've said it before, none of that. I just put videos out here that the first one got watched by, I think, 9 people. I don't know which the 9 were seeing it or where they've seen it from. Nobody that knew me seen it. Nobody that knew me at all. And within about 2 weeks, I got up to, say, 30 with a couple of things, and it just built from there, and it did. And it can work from nothing. This is from small acorns to 3.3 thousand, or whatever it is, and I'm over the moon with it. I'm not in the big money yet. I can't earn the big money because I've not got the subscribers, I've not got the watch hours, I've not got them. But as I've said to folk, I mean, I went from 6 or 8 months earning nothing to 2 or 3 months earning about 100 quid a month. So now I'm thinking I'm earning about 120, 140 a month. I've got a funny feeling last month I might have made nearly 200 quid, but I don't know how. Because I've had no more watch hours, I don't think. I've had no more people subscribing, not many more. So I don't know how or why. Because I don't even know how this YouTube works, although I'm on it. I really don't. I believe you have ads on your videos, a certain amount of ads come in, and I know the more ads there and the more people watch them and don't flick through them, the more you earn. I've never asked people not to watch the ads so I can earn more. I don't put ads in. With some videos, I'm watching videos of some folk, and I think the clever YouTubers, and that's probably everyone by me, knows when to put the ads in. Because there's certain breaks in things, and it's an ideal break. They talk about something, they finish that, then the ad comes in, and they start again, and I thought, have they put that in there themselves? And they probably do with editing. I don't even know how to do that. Because I've told you folks, I'm thick. Whatever comes on my videos comes on. I've got nothing to do with me whatsoever. I've never put ads in. I've never chosen ads. I've never chosen the amount. Don't do any of that. What comes in is there. But I think if I end up earning hundreds of thousands of pounds 5 or 6 years down the line, I think all the subscribers that follow me at that time, I think probably 99% of them will not be bothered what I earn. And probably of that 98%, probably 94 to 96% I'll be pleased with what I'm earning. There might be a couple of percent that are a little bit envious, thinking, oh, I think it's a bit too much. There'll be a couple of percentages out of the 100% that think that's unbelievable. He's in it for just talking. Well, he's not having any more of my money. I'm unsubscribing. But that'll be a small fish. That'll be had any. I think folk are clever enough to think, well, he came from nothing. As I said, folks, I did 7, 8, 9 months, probably doing 30 hours a week for not a penny a week. And now I believe, what would I do per day probably? I reckon somehow I'm fitting 5 to 6 hours a day, and I don't know how I'm doing that with families, and job. I don't know how I'm doing it, but I am. Well, I'm doing stuff till 1 o'clock some nights and whatever else. But I do 5 or 6 hours a day, I would guess, over 7 days, 40 hours a week. So 40 hours a week at the moment for about 120 quid a month. That's 30 quid a week, isn't it? 30 quid a week for 40 hours, less than £1 an hour. I don't think if I'm earning hundreds and hundreds of pounds in 5, 6, 7 years time, anyone will begrudge me that when I've worked for less than £1 an hour. I don't think anybody will. If they do, I'll ask them to come and watch this video. But no, I just love it. If one of these YouTubers that I watch from time to time, I watch religiously, the ones that are earning decent corn, I wish they would say what they're earning and how it went from, because this guy the other day got his plaque from YouTube that I've seen a few get say he's got 100,000 subscribers. Funnily enough, the Ball Foodie guy I noticed, and I don't see all his videos, got one on the other week. And I've seen the Matt Master weirdly get one about 8-10 months ago. I've been watching probably now for what, a year and a half to 2 years. 2 years I've been watching him. and probably a year ago he got one for 100,000. He's gone crazy since. He's nearly doubled that in 10 or 12 months, but it's the electric cars that's took him there. He's got a whole new audience, so he's got like 2 strings to his bow now: the review of food and travel destinations, and then the cars. And the cars has took him up tremendously. But none of them say what they earn, and I don't get it. And I do think that everybody thinks to themselves, well, it's none of your business. You don't tell me what you earn in your job. Well, no, they don't. But I think ours isn't a job, even for folks that have given up the jobs into this full time. I think with what we're doing and with the people behind us, the community, they're helping us earn what we earn. And I don't think it's wrong to let them know. And I do think it'll help many, many other infant channels like mine, and many channels that aren't yet even in existence, because I think when people realise what can be earned and how it goes up in stages and where you've come from year on year, I do think it'll attract even more people to YouTube. And I don't think folk will get that kind of jealousy that they're expecting to get. I really don't. I think more people will be messaging saying, oh, well done, I'm pleased you're doing well for me, I'm glad it's working well, great, and I'm still going to be a part of it, I'm still going to support you, good luck to you going forward. That's what I think. But maybe I'm just living in a fantasy land, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a dreamer. Maybe I'm thinking everything out there is rosy. But as I say, do I tell folk where I earn my wages? No, not at all. Never have done, never will do. What I earn off YouTube? Yes, always will do. You've heard it here first, folks. Anyone ask me what I earn in 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 2 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, if I'm still here, I'll tell you. What have any worries at all by telling you? Okay, that's it from me.